Welcome everyone to the 2017 WRT Alamo City Open here in San Antonio, Texas. I'm Laura McCormick with the World Racquetball Tour, and we are ready to kick off our first quarterfinal of the day. Now, we will be featuring a new player in our quarterfinals, Ernesto Ochoa from Chihuahua, Mexico. He's taking on Andree Parrilla from San Luis Potosí, Mexico. This is the first quarterfinal of the day. I hope you stick with us. We have 3 more quarterfinals, and then later tonight at 5 and 6 p.m. Central Time, we'll be jumping into the semifinals. Let's go ahead and take it down to the court. The players are ready. Our referee is Francisco Troncoso. I hope you're ready for some racquetball. It's going to be quite a day here in San Antonio. This is the last event of 2017, and what that means is that we will be rounding out this weekend with the player awards. That is one of my favorite things that we introduce every year. You can go by voting at bit.ly/vote WRT, and that's what's going to kind of take us into the end of the year. I'm joined now by Brennan Jennings. Welcome, Brennan.
Hello.
And
how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty excited. This event is definitely one of my favorite events of the year. It's like a great way to kind of end the event. We saw you here last year. What's your experience like at the Alamo City Open?
So I'm actually from San Antonio, and I'm a part of ACRA Alamo City Racquetball Association. It's a 501c3 nonprofit. And this year I played against Alan Natera in the first round, and we had a really close first game. Second game was a little bit worse. Definitely don't have as many good gets as these guys do. But my experience here has just been, there's so many good players. You never know who you're going to face. The seedings always allow for unknowns to come in and make an impression. And we see an example of that here in Ernesto. I'm really impressed with him and Alan Natera. I refereed Ernesto in his first match against, I think, Elias. And he's just really consistent. He doesn't hit the ball that hard. He doesn't go for things that, that's good. Good service start out here. Yeah. Don't talk to you. That's a good forehand pinch by Andree, but yeah, that's his signature. But like I was saying, Ernesto doesn't really go for the gusto as much as some of the other players like Bobby and Jake. I mean, yeah, it's higher percentage for them, but he plays within himself, and
sure.
I think that's why he's advanced and he upset Gerardo Franco.
Yeah, and I talked to Franco after his match, and he said that he had met up with Ochoa. That was the 3rd time so far this season that these two had met up. Franco beat him the first 2 times, Ochoa the 3rd, so Franco said, all right, I'll let you have this one, right? But we'll come back fresh in 2018. But I like to see a fresh face like Ochoa. We've seen him on the tour a couple times. He hasn't made it to the quarter, so maybe the people at home haven't watched him like you're saying, but he's so scrappy, he's so fast, and I think he frustrates a lot of players because he's really agile and he gets to a lot of balls. And like you're saying, maybe he doesn't do anything fancy, but he's pretty consistent.
Absolutely, and I can speak as a high open player, low open player. Whenever you are faced with a series of gets that these guys are capable of, it puts a lot of pressure on you to end that rally, and unfortunately that it all culminates in sometimes resulting in a big skip with the crowd moaning, and
right.
that's never the best moment in the world, but let's get down the line by Andree.
Nice and clean from Andree.
Yeah.
Andree Parrilla looking to end the season, I'm sure, with a title. He has 3 WRT titles of his own. I'll double check that. He's currently ranked number 3.
So Andree is one of these players who, he's very similar to Ernesto in that they don't hit the ball that hard and use a lot of control, but what's so good about Andree is he's so adaptable. I've watched him play so many players that people would say, oh, he's going to lose to X, Y, and Z. And he just scraps and grinds and comes out with the 5 gamers, the 15-14, 15-14. He's just really admirable because his mental focus and adaptability allows him to play people in a manner that, one, suits his game style, but they almost sort of feel pressure to end the match. And behind the back, Ernesto, there you go. These guys are still warming up, feeling out their shots. But like I'm saying, Andree is very capable of beating players that are quote-unquote better than him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one thing that has been so nice watching Andree over the past couple years on the WRT is he's able to start to handle, in the last year he's really come up and start to handle and really work on his own game, which is yes, he has a lot of different shots.
It's probably unavoidable. Just a replay here. That's all right. Want to make a huge shout out to all my guys in Dallas. Hope you guys are watching right now. Brad Gizateris, about Straya Ho, Matt Benton. I have a list here. Jeff. Oh, it's a skip from Ochoa. Is it pronounced Ochoa or Ochoa? Ochoa. All right. Sorry about that. Ochoa. Got a lob nick from Andree here. Good serve. Ceiling ball, good ceiling balls. Andree's gonna get cross court from Andree. Oh, tried to flip that in for the pinch. That's tough. Getting the eye from Matt Barron over here, he's laughing at me.
It's not easy being over here in the box, but we appreciate you being with us.
My pleasure. Yeah.
2 serving 1 in game 1.
Andree sticking with this lob nick here.
Point for Parrilla.
3-1.
Good serve. Just kissed off the back wall just a little bit. Allowed Ernesto to get a good offensive shot. Side out. 1 serves 3. I love watching the players on the WRT, Laura, for another reason. They all, with the exceptions of maybe a few individuals at certain matches when it gets close, they don't mind replaying it, and they're not going to fight about it, not going to argue. I can't say the same about, unfortunately, a lot of my fellow peer open players. We think we're all that, but...
Yeah, that is definitely one thing that we pride ourselves on is fair play.
That's a good gift from Andree.
And Andree Parrilla's family is here, actually. His dad is here coaching. He's one of the Team Mexico coaches, so he's coaching a couple other players that are also here this week. But along with Andree's dad is also Andree's girlfriend and his grandmother here for this week.
Cool.
So
the whole family's here. Sure. I was going to say something. I will ponder for a moment.
It'll come back to you. We got time.
Yeah. Forehand pinch again. Got the backhand slice down the line. It's a good serve. Wallpapered. It's tough. Another wallpaper.
Yeah, Andree proving it is a little tough up against that wall. It gets me pretty much every time.
Yeah, Laura, this is your first tournament, as I understand. Not your first tournament.
Second. My first. So it's pretty amazing. Third time playing another human being. I have to plug myself because, for someone who doesn't have much racquetball experience, I think it's nice to be able to jump into an event like this and kind of perspective to the audience of what it's like as an amateur player too, kind of offer both sides. We're so used to watching such a high level of racquetball, and of course I go out there and think I can do everything just like they can, but you got to picture it, right? You have to have that mental picture.
Yeah, there's always something, it's always good to have an image in mind to strive for. And
Yeah.
I look at all these guys and I try and take something out of it and incorporate into mine. Very very smart thing to do. That's a great pinch by Andree Parrilla right there. Flat rollout. You know, from the front camera, so I love this angle, but sometimes you miss out on the flat rollouts.
Right, yeah, because you can't see it coming into the wall,
Right.
I know.
And those are the ones we all love to watch as fans, so.
Andree Parrilla out of San Luis Potosi, Mexico, comes from such a big racquetball hub. There's a lot of players that also come out of San Luis. And his father, Fabian, is one of the coaches. His sister, Jessica, plays on the LPRT. And then Ochoa, coming out of Chihuahua, another huge racquetball hub. There's so many little pockets of racquetball, or big pockets of racquetball in Mexico. And further south, too. Shout out to Bolivia. They're one of our biggest audiences.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my coaches, actually, Tim Backhurst. Shout out to Tim. Hope you're watching. I noticed a lot of really good players from Bolivia. I mean, I went to the U.S. Open for the very first time this last year, and I saw so many good international players.
Yeah.
But I loved how collected the whole Bolivia teams. I believe they placed third or fourth, but they're such a small group of players. I mean, it's very impressive that they're competing against Mexico, USA at a very high level and winning good matches. They're consistently winning matches.
There's a lot of racquetball. They get so many people at a tournament. I think it was in USA. Look at that. Nice get from Ochoa.
That's a good shot. Nice rally.
Ochoa giving some props to Parrilla.
A little applause from the crowd
See
here.
that? Yeah, I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
5 serving 1 in game 1.
Oh, so you mentioning Fabian, that reminds me, that's what I was going to talk about a little bit, is I saw him play for the first time maybe 2 years ago at our regional tournament. Great short hop play. Nice timeout there. I love that call.
All right, gives us a minute to talk about Fabian Parrilla, the Andree's coach.
Absolutely. So I saw him play one of our very own Eric Mendoza, and his game is exactly. It's not exactly the same as Andree's, but a lot of
like father,
his
like
style.
that?
Absolutely, and he's got that backhand slice serve that has given pros a very hard time. A lot of pros a very hard time, and I saw how consistent he was with it, and I tried to incorporate it in my game as well. But to digress,
we've seen him a couple times on the Pro Tour too, when we go to events in Mexico, particularly in San Luis where they're from. We do see Fabian in the draw. He also plays the doubles too. And that's one thing that I do really like about racquetball is there's so many different levels and ages and men and women. We just need more players, and bring a friend to the next tournament. The next tournament for the WRT is the Longhorn Open. That is the one case where it's sold out already, so you can bring a friend to come and watch though. Yeah, that event sold out in 1 hour, which is incredible. That has to be a record. I know it is for the Longhorn Open.
Oh, it's just a record for all of racquetball tournaments in general. I mean,
yeah, we just don't see that anymore. From what I understand, we saw that a lot in the 80s and even in the 90s. Racquetball tournaments were huge. But it's nice to have that kind of healthy atmosphere at the Longhorn Open. And it's a great event. It also helps get those young students at the UT Racquetball Club to national collegiates.
Absolutely.
And I think a good cause behind it kind of means everything.
It's funny you bring that up. I was on that team for a year, actually. Back in 2015, I attended the University of Texas for 2 years and came back here to San Antonio to finish up. But yeah, I mean, that's basically the reason. I mean,
wow.
I started playing 4 years ago in college, and that tournament really motivated me to continue playing and training. So, if you guys haven't ever made it out to Austin, this is a great opportunity. Is it short? I think so. Great opportunity if you come and check out some great racquetball action. It's going to be an awesome draw.
Yeah, that should
Hopefully the same players who are in the draw stay in. I know that this tournament, so I'm hoping that they can come out to the Longhorn Open. But we will see.
So Ochoa had called that timeout. He steps back out into the service box. No points scored since he did lose that first rally.
Yeah, let's see if the momentum changes slightly here. I can definitely tell he's a little tight. Him and Gerardo Franco had a very long and tough match yesterday, so I'm sure he's trying to feel it a little bit.
Point for Ochoa.
And you notice how, once again, Andree is already walking back before the ref even calls 2 bounces. He knows. And he's just letting him know, like, I'm stopping the rally. It's something that people don't notice. It's a courtesy thing to do. If you know it's 2 and you're an upstanding person,
yeah,
definitely just go ahead and.
I think in the long run it pays, to be honest. See, now that return from Andree coming right back to Ochoa in the middle, he didn't have to do anything. He stayed totally in control.
Yeah, but
he's now 3-5.
So that his serve, like I was saying to start the match, he didn't hit it with a lot of speed, just perfect placement, right over that. If I was him, I would stick with that serve again. I mean, maybe change the pace a little bit. That's the other thing. That's what he does. He's Jake and Javier, these big guys, they do such a good job of changing the pace of the ball, and it messes people up. And very smart play.
Cheating the pace of the ball, I like that.
Yeah, changing pace is key in pro.
Oh, there's a cheating.
Oh,
okay,
cheating.
changing.
No, yeah. No, you probably heard cheating because I was mumbling. My low voice over here.
4 serving 5 seconds serve for Ochoa.
Yeah, good timeout for him. There you go.
Yeah, look at how the momentum changes. One of my favorite things that we see on the WRT. 5-5. Just like that.
5-5.
They're all tied up.
And playing against these guys, I definitely like to use this opportunity to notice what serves are generating the weakest serve returns, and that's something my coach Tim Backers has really started to enforce. But I will say it works, and my game is improved vastly. So there's another timeout. Good call from Andree. 4 points in a row.
Well, it definitely pays to kind of study your opponent and start to figure out what works against them. I mean, obviously, and then you can really attack that weakness. And
Absolutely.
I hope that's what a lot of these players take away from, even some of the YouTube videos that we put up. All of our events are archived on the WRT YouTube. And so, I mean, if you know you're going up against Cardona, no matter who you are, you could go on and watch a couple of his matches, especially his last ones, right? And see what does work against
Watch him ace everybody over and over again.
Right, yeah. Watch out for that ace serve.
Yeah.
It's a killer.
I was reffing him yesterday, and he was playing the Yoda of racquetball, Hiroshi Shimizu from Japan.
Yes.
And he beat my doubles partner handily in their match. But Cardona gets in there and he just ace, and
he's got that bomb serve. Yeah, we should sign up for some lessons with Cardona.
Yeah.
Learn how to get that ace going.
How about, hey Laura, I got a question. How about Jake versus Cardona? What are your predictions?
Oh boy, that's one of my favorite matchups. We saw them actually recently matched up in Utah, and Bredenbeck beat Cardona in 2, which was surprising. So, hey, this is what I say, Brennan. Anything can happen. Okay, that's my prediction. Anything can happen. Does that keep it neutral enough for me? Yes, it does. Ochoa serving.
Good serve.
Wow.
Ochoa is feeling it. He is feeling it. Beautiful placement. Beautiful.
7-5.
7-5. Ochoa up 2 points now in game 1.
Yeah. Great timeout from Ochoa.
That serve.
Yeah, hit the cable somewhere.
Yeah. Looks like
Hand
it was
replay.
a cable.
Yep.
So they'll replay that one. It's 7-5.
So I played Alamo yesterday. I briefly mentioned at the beginning, but
how was that? I know he's Ochoa's training partner.
Yeah.
He comes out of Chihuahua. They're playing doubles this week. He's coaching them right now.
And skip ball. Man, Andree may need to take another timeout here again. But you only get 2 timeouts per game, though, right? for the IRF regulations.
That's right.
So yeah, he probably needs to save it then. But like I was gonna say about Alan, him and Ernesto, those two players have impressed me the most at this tournament. They have very skip ball from Andree. They're very similar styles. They play with them themselves, very calm, cool, and collected, and they all help each other. They all support each other. That is so important when you're trying to make a big run at the pro scene. So good to see that they all are. Good serve from Ochoa. Andree, good get. No, he bounces.
I'd like to see Andree Parrilla kind of change a little bit of his facial. I know he's probably a little frustrated right now, right? Ochoa is up by 4 points, but to me there's a lot.
There you go. You still got to show you're confident and you're willing to take the shot and you're going to put it down. And that's exactly what Andree did right there. Another forehand pinch from Andree Parrilla. 6 serving 10, I thought I heard Pancho say. Let's wait. Show how. Got a point. Hey, what was the score? 7 serving 9. Fabian whistling to Andree to do a different serve, I think. Serving 9. Great shot from Ochoa right there. Deep in the court, 38 feet, kill down the line. That's the money shot. Nine serving 8. Sitting balls here. Who's going to shoot first? All the way with the cross court pass, side out. 8 serving 9 still.
Between.
Great
fist pump from Ochoa, yeah. Staying pumped up. This is a tough first quarter final and something we like to see as the opening to the day. Coming up next, we have Jaime Martel and David Bobby Horn. That should be a good one. And then the Jake Bredenbeck, Alex up.
Andree with the splat rollout. Beautiful.
That's a pretty one.
Definitely hoping for all tiebreakers today. Yes. I'm a big fan of every one of these guys, but I respect him a lot. He's good friends, and I wish him the best of luck today. I know he can do it. I'm rooting for him.
All right. Well, so we know you'll be biased if you do that broadcast.
Well,
we'll make a note of that.
I'm actually going to be playing, unfortunately, while he's playing. So that's probably for the best because I get nervous when my friends play, and I don't necessarily like watching them lose close matches. Oh, it's a great serve by Ochoa. Nice. Another fist pump. He is getting in the zone. Something that all racquetball players know is the zone. You're not too high, you're not too low, you're just perfectly set mentally. And I don't see too many people do that extremely well, but Andree needs a timeout bad. He needs a timeout. Yep, that's a good call from him. Good call. The score is 10-8. Timeout assessed to Parrilla.
Why don't we take a quick break and we'll be
Yes, why
back.
don't we?
Yeah, in just a moment with more of the World Racquetball Tour here. We're back in the quarterfinals. Ernesto Ochoa is leading now in game 1 against Andree Parrilla.
Time is in. The score is 10-8. Oh, I'm sorry, 11-8.
Wow.
There you go. Skip from Andree Parrilla. 12-8. That serve that Ochoa is hitting, it's hitting that crack, placing it right over the line, and is generating a ton of weak returns in this first game. He is finding it. Good serve. Let's see if he puts his lined up. Very good hit. Oh, Ochoa overran that one. Off the back wall. That's a very close call.
It looks like he's calling it unavoidable.
It's close. I don't know. The score's 13-8 now. It's quick. I don't know. That's a close call. That's one of the most contentious ones. Was Ochoa set up early enough to advocate for the avoidable being called? Z-ball. Ochoa. Another Z-ball. Makes it.
Oh, he gets it? Yes.
That's very held up. Oh, Ochoa's probably not going to like it.
No, he was pretty excited after that rally.
Oh, no. See,
he's all right?
See, that's what I love. He saw the ref and he saw his replay and was just like, okay, I'm going to get the next point. He's so focused on what he needs to do. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Well, maybe he's showing a little frustration, but that's okay.
But it's still a good attitude, right?
Absolutely.
He's putting on a good face. 13-8. This is the replay. Second serve.
Lobnik, backhand, Andree.
Off speed, and Ochoa gets it. Now, Brennan, you were mentioning this earlier, but that early racket preparation, I think that was a great example from
All right, we got game point here. I'll show you guys that rally in a minute. Ceiling ball from Ochoa. Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Great ceiling ball. First game, 15-8, Ernesto Ochoa.
Nice to see how effective that can be. We'll be back in just a moment with game 2 to see if Andree Parrilla can answer back. You can see him there in the left corner talking to his coach, Fabian. We'll be back in a few moments with more from the Alamo City Open. Welcome back, everyone, to the 2017 WRT Alamo City Open. I'm Laura McCormick with the World Racquetball Tour, and I'm joined by Brennan Jennings. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Laura. So just a quick announcement before these guys get started. Game 2. I'd like to make a huge shout out to ACRA, Alamo City Racquetball Association. They do such a good job of providing us with a great location at the Thousand Oaks Family YMCA in San Antonio, Texas to host these tournaments. It's the only 501c3 nonprofit organization in the U.S. for racquetball. Been a part of it for a couple years. Can't say enough. What a job they do. We promote the growth of junior racquetball, the improvement of all of our players daily. We host a lot of leagues here. If you are in the San Antonio metro area, we welcome you to come by, join us. We play with everyone. We do not discriminate. Doesn't matter what skill level you are. We have a division for you to play in. Please come out to the Thousand Oaks Family YMCA and check us out on alamoracquetball.org.
Yes, and thank you, Alamo Racquetball, for bringing the World Racquetball here for the Alamo City Open. This is our 4th ever WRT Alamo City Open, so thank you.
It is our pleasure.
0-0 in Game 2. Ochoa winning Game 1, 15-8. An unprecedented upset, I would say, in Game 1, but he's playing really, really solid and sticking to his game. Like you said, he's really focused.
And this is far from over here.
Absolutely.
That's so that's a close one. Definitely a screen. I think Andree probably would have still replayed it if he had killed the ball, but that's the most contentious one. The player looks at him and asks, "Oh, hey, if you killed that, would you have taken the side out if the ref didn't call the replay?" You know, then that's when it gets a little iffy. I think Andree would have just replayed it. So, forehand pitch. Yep.
Oh, called it.
Yep.
Side out for Parrilla.
I watch these players too much.
0 serving 0.
Backhand slice. Good kids. Wow. Oh, he framed it.
Ochoa just has some amazing gets. We saw some great gets in Game 1. That's what he used against Franco. I know that was frustrating for Franco. He was able to get everywhere.
0.
Oh, I hope my buddy Jeff Arnett is watching in Dallas. I'm going to tag you in this video. Wallpaper ceiling ball from Andree generates. Oh, wow. Actually hit a good ceiling off of that. Great ceiling balls from these guys. Such an underrated shot.
Oh, and that patience pays off for Parrilla. That's one thing I do like about, using those ceiling balls to wait for that opportunity. And Parrilla was able to do that.
So an interesting note here, Laura. These players mostly train at elevation. They're in Mexico. When you come here at sea level, the ball does not bounce as fast or as far. That's a great Z-serve from Andree. I didn't see him pull that out yet. Nice hands.
Oh my gosh, Ochoa gets to that.
Nice.
Nice hands.
So to hit a good ceiling ball, you have to hit harder. The problem is it's really easy to just overhit it and then it comes off the back wall. But yeah, let's watch these nice hands from
Look
Ochoa.
at this.
Oh, he just avoids Andree there. See, Andree had his backswing, and he had to get out of the way of the backswing and then get up there and tap it in. It's so tough.
The way he moves and anticipates too is really fun to watch. He's so fast. We saw him recently at the Denver Open, and he just wowed the crowd with how fast he was. I mean, everyone was saying, he's the next big guy. And here he is in the quarterfinals, a couple months later.
Upset in the making, but Andree, not if Andree has anything to say about it. I know he wants this bad.
I can't believe it's still 0-0.
Means it's a good match.
Fantastic.
It's probably screen serve, not called.
Oh, he gets it.
Whoa.
A little wild.
Bit of a scrappy rally here.
Rally! Unbelievable! Oh my gosh!
Good reaction.
Amazing. That is just fun to watch.
So that shot right there, we call that the home run. It works against some old guys.
It's not gonna work here today, though. Well, not if we're calling these guys old. Still 0-0.
That's unavoidable. Yeah, it's unavoidable. Yeah.
A little eye roll from Parrilla.
He knew it.
Definitely frustrated.
He knew it.
1-0.
1 serving 0.
First point for Ochoa.
Good shot. You know, Ochoa is generating a lot of points off of that serve, so it definitely stick with it. But I'd love to see a jam serve one time where he goes really high, hits the left side wall, wraps it on Parrilla, and Parrilla is going left, and goes right, and then he has to run around and dive for it. Oh, there you go. He mixes up the serve there. But that's a very underrated serve that I see certain people use it at key moments. Z-ball, not a good one.
Wow. Ochoa just like on top of it right now. I like this from him.
So once again, I want to make a comment about the way the ball bounces. It's so hard to hit a good Z-ball at sea level elevation with the black ball because, one, the black ball doesn't bounce as fast as the purple or green. But to hit a Z-ball at sea level, you have to hit it really hard. And a perfect Z-ball is where it goes left wall, front wall, right wall, and then hits left wall again and forces the opponent up against the back glass, and they can't generate an offensive shot. But like I said, in order to do that, it's you have to hit it very hard. Oh, sidewall, front wall, kill. Point.
4-0 for Ernesto Ochoa.
Andree probably needs to start thinking about another timeout here. He's definitely not showing goodbye language, but can't count him out ever. None of these guys.
Second serve for Ochoa.
Z-ball missed it again. That's just a replay. Yeah. Just a replay.
Tough first quarterfinal today at the Alamo City Open. Coming up after this, Jaime Martel and Bobby Horn, then Jake Bredenbeck and Alex Cardona, and then Rodrigo Montoya and Christian Longoria.
Ooh.
Good matches. Oh, diving get doesn't make it. Side out for Andree. Let's see if Parrilla can turn it up right here.
Definitely needs to start changing the pace of this match. If I was him, I might speed it up a little bit. He's kind of playing into Ochoa's game here, in my opinion, but mixes up the serve here. Great kid, wow. Coming off the back wall. Oh. Man, these guys are hitting just great ceiling balls. It's so tough to continuously do this. I mean, you can drill it all you want here and there in the tournament. It's another
Oh, he skips it there.
That was poor racket preparation by Ochoa right there. If he was jumping one, that's a low percentage, and I'm being a hypocrite because I do that all the time. But
it's easy on this side though. To
oh, absolutely, absolutely. These guys would handily beat me right now for sure. So I'm just telling what I am seeing, and he definitely could have got his racket up a little bit earlier there.
All papers that serve.
Let's see if we got. Oh, Andree with the pinch rollouts. 2 serving 4.
Looks like he's starting to turn it up. But he's keeping like a really even attitude and like pace right now. Like you said, he's not pushing things along. He's not trying to speed it up.
Yeah, you know, I thought that might work for him, but that's not his game style. So he does just need to. He just needs to find it. You know, like I said, he can't be forcing something. So that's when you start making mistakes. Line, black wall, made it.
Oh.
So if Ernesto had hold up there,
Yeah.
yeah, if he held up, that's maybe an avoidable, maybe, but absolutely down the line was the correct shot. Thanks to someone.
A little Pablo in your ear.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sticking with that high lob serves, gotten him up to 3. Wow. Fantastic backhand from Ochoa. That was bye-bye time.
4-3.
Four serving 3 in game 2.
No, they call it short serve. I thought it was a good serve, but we are at second serve.
That's our referee, Francisco Troncoso. It's never easy to be the ref, right? You know that, right, Brendan?
I definitely know that. Nice get.
Nice get.
Verse pinch.
Jeez.
That works.
Seriously, he keeps that one up too.
That time he shouldn't have hit reverse. Z-ball. That one's a better one. Ooh.
Wow. Parrilla. Amazing.
Excellent.
We're going to take a look at that here on our front camera.
The 39.5-foot pinch rollout here from Andree. Great get.
Amazing gets from Ochoa.
So I thought here, that's the time to reverse pinch when Ochoa is moving back like that. But still, I mean, good cross-court pass, though, just to get him back. And then right here.
Ochoa just with some incredible gets. Yeah, we come back to the right here.
Oh, another one.
Picks up the down the line.
Down the line. Crack. Wide angle pass. Point. The score is 4-4. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Quality Fasteners, Grand Slam Quartz, and Calibro Meat Market. Unfortunately, our scoreboard is blocking a little bit of y'all's signage, but never mind.
There it is. Beautiful. We'll get
It's
you
like magic.
on that camera too, also from the side. 4-4. Ochoa looks like he's taking a timeout.
Huge shout out to Gary Durbin and Gulf Coast Graphics for getting us all these decals at a very, very good price.
Yeah, he does an outstanding job. The decals are beautiful. Thank you to our tournament directors, Mike Cantu and Miguel Escobedo. They did a fantastic job putting up the those court stickers too. That's a fun task.
Yeah, and of course I was quote unquote enlisted. So
oh, you were part of that effort?
Oh, I'm always in San Antonio. I'm always helping out some of the tournaments, but no, it's our pleasure. We love putting on a good show for everyone, and got to look good.
Well, I have 2 things that I want to make sure I announce. Number 1 is that all of you at home go and vote for the 2017 WRT Player Awards. You can do so by going to bit.ly/vote-WRT. Vote on your fan favorite player. You can pick anyone who you love watching on the tour. You can also pick the Rookie of the Year and what's the last one? Sportsmanship Award, because we pride ourselves on the sportsmanship. So go ahead and vote there. Share it with your friends. And the Player of the Year is not something that's voted on, but it's the player who ends the year at number 1. So right now, it's a bit of a contention between Rodrigo Montoya and Bobby Horn. Depending on how they do at this event will dictate who wins the Player of the Year for 2017. The other announcement I wanted to make is I wanted to give a shout out to Luke St. Ange. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Luke.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Luke.
with the International Racquetball Federation. Thank you, Luke, and all you do for the sport of racquetball.
Pinch.
Gets it.
Yell from Andree.
He's keeping himself pumped up. We like to see that. I mean, Ochoa is such a tough opponent. He gets to so much, and Parrilla, to his credit too, has such patience.
Absolutely.
And he's really being vigilant right now.
What I love about these guys is their temperament. It's really hard to be in there and not show a lot of emotion when you're making mistakes. And Andree, well, yes, he's showing some. He's doing a good job of staying within himself and hitting shots like that. And he knows that he's not playing his best right now, but he's fighting and he's digging it out. And he's going to give Ernesto a run for his money. This is going to be a close game.
It ain't over till it's over. Anything can happen. Those are my blanket statements for the match.
That works. It's good to have some go-tos. Get some signatures.
Big skip.
That's what we call going for it all. Either
Yeah.
he rolls that out, he skips it, or if he leaves it up, Andree's probably going to kill it. So pretty low percentage there from Ernesto. I'm surprised to see him go for that, but
Yeah, maybe a little frustration from him too, right? He's kind of been on a high since game one. And now Parrilla is starting to put that pressure back on him, and it's reflected in that score.
that's a great cross court from Ochoa. Short up that, left it up. Good get though. Dive. Nope. No, that ball was down. He either needed to go for that or make an earlier anticipation of the ball. So yes, the ball was up, but he didn't go for it early enough. So
Right. I agree.
I mean, he's certainly capable of getting that ball. He just didn't make the effort.
He didn't
that time.
give that
No.
effort. Maybe
You got to
maybe
sell
he
it.
needs to go to a couple acting classes
Gotta
too.
sell
I
it.
know that could be a part of racquetball. Oh,
Skip.
skip.
Almost, he says.
So Ochoa down now 3 points. 4 serving 7.
Footwork is definitely one of the most important things that these pros exhibit, and you know, from time to time they can be inconsistent with certain players, and I think that's something that we all can work on every day and all day. The guy who does it the most, I'm sure you know who he is David Bobby Horn. That guy is Mr. Spider-Man on the court. So.
He is. And he works hard. You can find Horn in the club all day, training, giving lessons, on the courts.
Give him Andree. Get it.
Oh, almost.
Here comes the towel timeout, I hope. Yes,
Yeah.
there's the towel timeout. Good job.
Some good predictions from you, Brennan.
It's weird. It's like I've played this
It's
sport
like you've
before.
been playing for a long time. How long have you been playing racquetball?
Only about 4 years.
Really? And how old are you?
23.
23. 4 years.
All right.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so
How did you get into it?
So I started at UTSA, and I'd like to make a huge shout out to my best friend Brant Delaney, who got me in this whole thing, hold this whole mess in the first place. He's out there somewhere. So anyway, played with the UTSA Roadrunner Racquetball Club for a couple years. Was a D player, C player. Then went to UT Austin. Made it from C's to B's to A's, and then I broke my arm one summer.
Oh my
And
goodness.
then I came here, and I have transitioned to becoming an open player. So
That is great. Nice
I'm
steady
trying.
progression. Sticking with it.
my goal is very lofty, but my goal is top 8 WRT within the next 2 years.
Okay.
So,
All right, you heard it here first, folks. Brennan Jennings.
yeah,
He's
exactly.
looking to enter into the pros.
Well, it's tough now because now I didn't think of all these guys. You got Ochoa, you got Natera, you got, there's so many more guys coming in. So
there's a lot of competition
yeah.
here.
And Javier Mar and all those guys from Mexico. So top 8 is still doable, but it's definitely going to require a lot more commitment than I previously anticipated. So yeah.
No slack in here. No. 4 serving 8.
Good serve from Ochoa. Good gift from Ochoa. That's just a replay. It's just a replay. Ochoa may not like it, but it's just a. Oh no, Pancho. Sorry, that's not a good call. That's not a good call.
Parrilla is gonna argue against that.
I don't think so because Andree was in the reverse pinch, and he wasn't in the backswing of Ochoa. So if Ochoa had taken the shot, yes, he may have hit him with his foreswing, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't have impeded his swing. So definitely was a replay, but results in a point anyway.
Yeah.
And
Call stands. It's not like the referee can change his standpoint, but maybe it's good to say, hey, come on, for this. Just trying to do some education along the way, I guess. Second serve for Ochoa.
Lobnik, backhand, good serve. Good pinch. Sorry for making so many shout-outs, but I'm going to make one more huge shout-out and thank you to my coaches, George Bustos, Ross Smith, Mike Cantu, David Mendoza, James Aguirre, all these guys every day who push me, Eric Mendoza, Sam Hojat, AJ Fernandez, Raul Valdez, all these guys who push and train with me every day from San Antonio. So I want to thank all of them for.
It takes a village, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh, it does.
Absolutely. Like I said, Ochoa, Natera, Alan Marquez, they all support each other, and that's why they're all playing so well. They have someone to look out for the outside, a friend to look at. It's much easier hearing a friend talking to you than a coach. I can admit to that. So good smart on their part.
Well, Andree Parrilla has his coach here. His father, Fabian, is looking on and giving him pointers on the sideline. So if you see him looking back to the right side of the court, that's what he's doing.
The hat. Wow. Great hands from Ochoa. Just gets hit right at him and just flicks it right in. Kill shot.
Yeah, these guys just have so much talent and so much skill. They play so much racquetball, and it's so fun to showcase them here at an event like this. Alamo City Open, the 4th annual. Oh. Man, Ochoa's body got to take a little bit of a beating, but he does it with a lot of grace too. Yeah, I bet he has some scars. I'm sure you have some too. I know for myself personally, I'm past the age of diving, so I can save myself.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you want to play pro, you probably are going to have to do it at some point.
And we do see some of the players like Bobby Horn in the next match sporting the knee pads. Actually, usually Andree sports the knee pads too.
And Bobby never dives, and you know why? Because he's so quick and fast, and he does the footwork. So we all need to learn from him and do that.
Right.
Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. So, oh, that's a great senior ball from Andree. All right, let's see what Ernesto does.
Stuck in that ceiling ball rhythm. Somebody waiting for that setup. Ochoa gets it.
Side out.
Now you can see all the way to the right of the screen. There's Alan Natera, who you've been talking about. He's coaching his partner here, Ochoa. You can also see Alex Cardona there. Those guys watching on, and Bobby Horn sporting the USA hat right behind
Alan Marquez
them.
right there to the left of Cardona. I can't. Oh yeah, there's Bobby right behind all them. See all my San Antonio guys over here on the left.
Yes.
There's George Bustos with the bald head. Sorry, George.
Which one? I don't know. There's a couple of bald heads out there.
the shortest one. He's right there. Pinch. Oh.
Yeah. Able to win that rally though. Ochoa just standing really strong today in the quarterfinals, 7-8. He is just relentless. I mean, with the amount of balls that he gets to, it's just... He's really pushing Parrilla right now as it's tied up 8-8.
Change of momentum again. It was
Yeah.
8-4, got 4 points in a row, and Andree's shoulders have dropped. He is definitely showing some bad body language right now, so he needs to refocus and get back in there with some positive mindset.
Wow.
Almost, he says.
Another point for Ochoa. Yeah, Parrilla really frustrated. Each player gets 2 timeouts per match. I know there's already been 1 timeout, and I'm not sure who took it. I lost track of that.
I believe that was Andree.
Andree. So that would leave Andree with 1 more. 9 serving 8. Ochoa serves.
He almost cracked out. Good get. Back wall. Nope.
Oh, almost.
I'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Splathead Racquetball. Go check them out. Joe Hall, providing us with the best clothes in the biz.
All right, 8 serving 9.
So, Laura, I have a question. What is your favorite shots that you like to see happen during?
Honestly, my favorite shot is down the line. Down the line all day. When you can hit that nice and smooth, you know, it doesn't come off the wall or anything, I think it's super effective. I also like a cross-court pass. Because, well, I like when you kind of like catch your opponent off speed and they just can't get to it in that back corner, you know? I kind of like to see that running sort of get,
Very veteran savvy thing you're talking about right there. Catch your opponent going the opposite way and you hit it cross court.
That's what I like.
Because they're covering down the line. Oh, go cross court. They're not there.
Exactly.
Yep. Short serve. Ochoa with the pre-fist bump. Yeah.
The second serve for Ochoa, 9-8.
Bob Nick backhand. Good one. Off the back wall. First man, Andree. Z-ball. Ceiling tilt for Ochoa. Off the back wall. Nope. Andree. That's up. Great down line from Andree. He'll grind this out. He will grind this out until it is 14-14. I think this is going 15-14. That's my prediction for this game.
Yeah, I mean, I could see a tiebreaker too. I know Parrilla is not going to give up. Ochoa is not going to give up. He's giving it everything. He's really mixing things up.
I hope my boss, Jose Puente, is watching on our live stream broadcast. He's the owner and manager of Atrium Roofing, and we are hoping to fix this roof very soon so that we don't have all these stupid wet walls all the time, every time you guys come here. So we apologize, and I deal with it on a daily basis, so
it's another,
I feel their frustration and pain.
Another challenge for our pros.
Let's get timeout. Yeah, it's pretty bad mistake from Ochoa. He knows it. Going to take a timeout here. That was a point for Andree, I believe. So it's now 10-9 when we come back.
Yeah, that puts Andree Parrilla up now. We'd like to thank our sponsors, including Racketbox. What's in your box? This is a subscription service that I think is outstanding. You don't have to remember to reorder things like balls and gloves every month. You can sign up for a quarterly plan. If you go to racketbox.com for more information, use that promo code to get a discount off your first ever subscription. Plus, they have some gift options. So if you're looking for a good holiday gift this year, you can hook up your racquetball friends with a Racketbox subscription. So go ahead and check that out. We'd also like to thank the United Stroke Alliance for supporting the World Racquetball Tour. A few seconds could save someone's life. If you know the signs of a stroke, go to unitedstrokealliance.org. And thank you to Tennessee Machine Tool Inc. They've been supporting the WRT all year. We thank them for their support. And also OHE Painting and Wall Covering. Thank you for supporting the World Racquetball Tour. And of course, we have to thank Gearbox Racquetball. The official ball of the WRT is the Gearbox Black Ball. They also recently just came out with some blue balls. You can check those out at gearboxsports.com. That could make a nice gift too. They also have some outstanding apparel. One of the things I love is my Gearbox apparel. I wear it on and off the court. So check it out.
Good way to represent. I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to Joel and Rafa about my sponsorship now that I'm a tournament player.
There
you
it
know
is.
What I'm saying? Might have to upgrade my racket.
Yeah.
10 serving 9.
Andree switching to the drive serve here. Z-serve. Oh, smart. You notice how earlier he had a couple weak returns from that. Came in, mixed it up. Good timeout. Or actually, you know what? He used that timeout to his own advantage because that was Ochoa's timeout.
Yeah, that was Ochoa's timeout. You're
Absolutely.
right.
See that? I don't get that. You just, I mean, yeah, it was a deception, but you just hit a great serve that generated a point.
And
why not go back?
Yeah,
he's
I
not
agree.
feeling bad about cutting that ball off.
Yeah. See if it works the second time.
But these are pros, so there's a lot of other stuff going on anyway.
And he has a coach on the sideline.
Splat rollout from Ochoa.
Wow.
Side out. Almost again.
So one thing that I wonder, because, you know, as a touring pro, you don't always have a coach with you. And so in this case, Parrilla has his father and coach here. And so I wonder how that changes for him, because now there's somebody that you're looking back at. There's somebody who you're relying on in a different way. So I wonder what that does for your mental. Right? Like, I wonder if it takes him out a little bit. Like, you're not as confident picking your own shots, maybe.
It's tough because they're really good to have for the timeouts. Great. But when you're in the court, it's my philosophy, never, ever, ever look back unless they're saying to take a timeout. Don't look back if you skip a shot. Don't look back if you know, I mean, I'm a hypocrite.
Right.
I do that sometimes. But
it's hard
just
not to look
stay
back,
in the court.
Yeah,
you gotta,
I agree too.
You got to be focused on what you're doing.
Right.
One at a time.
And play your game. I mean, you've been training for this. So, yeah, it could be a little distracting. Skip from Parrilla, be a side out for Ochoa.
Yeah, that skip is one that definitely was unforced because it was good wallpaper. Andree can't be too upset about that. Scores 9, serving 11. Drive serve. Probably going cross court. Good ceilings here. Set up.
Oh, his own pinch. Parrilla, the side out. We've seen that a lot. These guys kind of getting stuck in that ceiling ball battle because they're waiting for that nice shot, and then somebody just crushes it. At least they're capitalizing on those setups. Yep.
Ochoa is feeling a little bit nervous here. I saw him look back at Natera, and he was showing a little bit of hesitation. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that shot right there is that's a nervous shot. He about a 5-foot high crossfield pass. But I heard him say almost, so that's always good. Let's see if he can get the side out here.
12 serving 9.
12-9. Pass from Andree. Holds it up. Down line. Short up. Great hit from Ochoa.
Get up. Oh, again. Oh, fantastic rally.
Did it get there? Oh, it did.
Oh,
no way.
My goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
A crazy
wow.
Oh, man. Fantastic rally. Take a look at this replay.
Was it I think it might have been a wet ball. That's why
Really?
Andree skipped. Maybe. I got to see it again. Once again, I apologize, Andree. Yeah, let's see. Look, he's already, you can tell he knows it's going to be a wallpaper. He knows it. Oh, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. The spin, it was just a bad spin.
9-12.
Whatever works.
Yeah. Gets Ochoa in the box.
Yeah. Down the line. Down the line from Ochoa. Good gift from Andree. Another down the line.
Oh! Sticks with that down the line. Ochoa kind of coming around the side. Can't get there.
Good anticipation from Andree to hit another re-kill down the line. Oh, he hit the camera. Good anticipation from Andree to hit the down the line after the shot because Ochoa was definitely expecting pinch or cross court. So good choice from him. Smart play.
12 serving 9.
See serve. See, there's the serve. Oh, but
he didn't get that weak return that he Ochoa totally set up there with the backhand in the center court. Crushes it.
This is a long second game.
It is, and you mentioned that Ochoa looked a little bit nervous, right? Because there is now a lot more pressure in the score from Parrilla.
Absolutely.
So
but I see a little bit of change here.
Yeah.
His eyes look a little bit more fierce, so
I agree.
It's a good thing.
I'd like to see him stick to his game.
I know we've been praising Ochoa a lot because he's a new player, but
yeah, it's fun to see someone new.
Never take anything away from Andree. Andree's got the game, he's got the whole package, and like I said, he can be anyone, anytime.
That's totally what I was thinking, is that Parrilla really has the experience too, and I know that sometimes that can really weigh out, right? Because it'll come down to patience, and it comes down to this experience of playing on this stage, playing 2, 3, 4 games until you get up to this point. And that's sort of what separates some people from the people who think like, oh, I could play on the tour. Yeah, it's pretty grueling though to play on the tour. You're playing, sometimes back-to-back events, so back-to-back weekends. You're playing 4, 5 matches per weekend. You're traveling. It all takes a toll on you, but it's part of the fun too. Absolutely. And Andree has a lot of experience now.
Jam serve. Good serve from Andree.
Andree Parrilla 2 points away from sending us to the first breaker of the day in our first quarterfinal.
Did he say 14-9? I think I heard him say 14-9.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's see. Wallpaper serve. Andree get. Pinch left up.
Wow.
Right. Side out.
Ochoa holding on.
Well, Ochoa, no matter what, is going to serve in the tiebreak if that happens, but he's got more points overall. But let's see. 9-13, okay.
9-13.
So I misheard Pancho. Good pass from Andree. Let's go, Venga, Andree says. Let's go, Venga.
13 serving 9 in game 2.
Definitely a tense match in the moment. You can definitely tell the players are feeling it. Scrappy, nice hit. Didn't make it.
Oh,
great
just
hit
short.
from Ernesto.
This puts Parrilla now at game point 14-9.
Towel timeout. 14-9.
With a couple towel timeouts. If I'm the referee, I'm making Ochoa change that shirt if we're going to breaker.
For sure. What a change of momentum for Andree here. I mean, just amazing that he can be that mentally out of the match and just refocus, recenter, get back in there and do what he needs to do to score some points. And
he's really good at that too. We see him consistently as one of the mentally tough players on the tour. And he's now number 3 on the World Racquetball Tour.
The game, Andree Parrilla, splat rollout, 15-9. We are going to the breaker, ladies and gentlemen.
First breaker of the day, Andree Parrilla will be back in a few moments with Parrilla and Ochoa in the tiebreak. Welcome back, everyone. This is the Alamo City Open quarterfinals. Our first match of the day is Andree Parrilla and Ernesto Ochoa, and they are going to a tiebreaker. But that's not all that we have, because later today we have lots more quarterfinals and semifinals. And on Sunday, we have the finals at 12 p.m. is the singles final, and 1 p.m. is the doubles final. These are all Central Time. So please, do the math or Google it if you want to figure out what time it's playing in your city. But coming up next, we have Jaime Martel and David Bobby Horn. Then we have Jake Bredenbeck and Alex Parrilla. And we'll round out the quarterfinals with Rodrigo Montoya and Christian Longoria. These guys are fighting to go to the semifinals, which we'll be broadcasting tonight at 5 p.m. and 6 p.m.
I want to say hi to Tim Backhurst and Eric Mendoza, who are watching on our live broadcast. You guys can check us out on Facebook. We are live streaming today. Follow us on World Racquetball Tour. That is the Facebook page. Jaime Martel just posted. He says, Mi partido es el siguiente. No se lo pierdan. Hashtag World Racquetball Tour. Go ahead and check out Jaime Martel playing the following match.
Other players stepping back out onto the court. This is our tiebreaker. Ernesto Ochoa won game 1 15-8. Andree Parrilla came back to win game 2 15-9, which means now in the tiebreaker, it's first to 11, win by 1. The World Racquetball Tour plays by the International Racquetball Federation rules. And actually in November at the Junior World Championship, we signed an agreement with the IRF, which is the governing body of all racquetball.
Oh, I heard about that.
And yeah, we'll be, the Sport Online Productions, who's our parent company, will be doing all the broadcasts as we have so far for the IRF since 2016. We'll be turning those into shows that we're putting on the Olympic Channel,
awesome.
Which is pretty incredible. That's a huge audience. There's 3 million followers on their social media.
Wow.
So hopefully that'll put racquetball on another stage, and we'll also be able to use our WRT events when there are no IRF events to put on the Olympic Channel.
It's so important for racquetball to get that kind of exposure, because the sport is definitely in need of something like that.
Absolutely. And it's not only the exposure, but also by, kind of joining forces a little bit more and strengthening the foundation of racquetball. We're going to have a joint ranking system between the IRF and the WRT, which will sort of influence some of those international events like the Pan American Racquetball World Championships, and have an impact on WRT events too.
So, if I'm understanding you correctly, if someone did well at an international event on the men's side and then played in WRT division, would they get ranking points?
Well,
no?
it's not totally defined yet, but more or less what it is some of the WRT points being factored into a dual ranking system. Yeah.
Understood.
So those details are still being worked out for 2018. But for sure, you can get updates on that at internationalracquetball.com and worldracquetballtour.com. Oh, yeah, and that also means that we fall under the anti-doping of the IRF too. And so again, that is really something that's important in the U.S. to get racquetball into the Olympics, because it can't be on dope if you're going. I don't have a cute phrase for that.
Wow. Congratulations on the partnership. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Both sides are very excited. And yeah, keeps that fair play and integrity kind of going and flowing through racquetball too. So we're happy to be a part of it.
Slowly but surely, I'm seeing the dissipation of all of this showboating and trying to get every call you can from the referee. I'm seeing it go away slowly but surely. It goes off because for even the people who want to do that kind of thing, if the person you're playing is giving you replays, if they're overturning calls against themselves over and over again, they don't want to be the person who says, "Oh no, I'm gonna take that one call," and it was obvious like everyone outside the court is saying, "No, it skipped, no, it's 2 bounces, whatever." They start feeling guilty, and they realize like, "Look, this is a game. We all want to be fair, and we want to win, knowing that you beat someone playing their
fair
best."
And square. Yeah. And I think it also extends into the sponsors and the way that the sport is perceived too. We want to put a good image out there. One serving 3 now in our tiebreaker. First to 11. Good get from Parrilla.
Good pass from Andree. Left it up a little bit.
Oh, we got that tapping on the glass. Parrilla doesn't think it was 2 bounces. I guess it also could have been an avoidable hinder.
So I've refereed a lot, and for a fact, I know Pancho didn't see it. He was standing where he was, and that's fine. You know, if he thought the ball was 2, that's but so like Pablo was saying over here, it's definitely like if he gets it and he's still on the floor, it's definitely going to be an avoidable hinder. But if you don't see it, you have to call the ball good, and sometimes you feel pressure from someone when they hold up 2, like, oh, I have to call something because they're holding up their hand. It's no, if you don't see it, you have to call it good. But man, Ochoa starting with some fire here. We're at 4-1.
Yeah.
Pressure with the forehand. First time in a little while. Deep ball. Left up. Ochoa pinch. Andree get
there, Andree.
Rally here.
Oh. Andree Parrilla with a rollout. With a side out.
Scores 1-7-4 side out.
What a way to open up our quarterfinals today. A tough matchup. Ernesto Ochoa sort of coming up through the ranks. He took out Gerardo Franco in the round 16s last night. He came back from behind both times. I know Franco at one point had 14 and then had
6 or something like that.
And then in the second game had 13. And so Ochoa just really shows he's a fighter. And he's keeping that pressure on Parrilla.
Wow. So here is something that you know, I want to make a comment about. Last year I refereed the final between Cardona and Landa, and I made a bad call on, and I know I did because I watched the video. I called a serve good that was short, and after that Cardona was playing good, and then he just literally folded. He stopped playing. He stopped playing with fire. He stopped really trying hard, and kind of just let it go. Andree doesn't do that. That's something that, you know, Alex can learn from Andree is, look, don't let the referee affect your play. You need some. That's a great ace serve from Ernesto Ochoa. Wow. He is feeling it. That's double whammy for Andree. You know, it was probably a short serve a second ago. Ref calls it good, and then an ace. I mean, that's so tough to overcome mentally.
5 serving 1.
You can see it's definitely affecting him. Get.
Oh, it's so sweet. And Ochoa.
It was a good shot.
Yeah, I thought he crushed it.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Andree needs a timeout. Yeah,
yeah, it looks like he is. I was going to say, I think he needs that timeout too. It's 6-1. Ochoa with an ace serve and then just crushes that short ball in the front. Yeah, that's gotta hurt a little bit.
So here is where it's a very, very, very dangerous part of the match for Ochoa right here. He can be feeling satisfied. He can be feeling like he's got it. He's up 6-1. He only needs 5 more points. This is where, as a player, you have to think 1 point at a time, visualize your serve, visualize the next shot you're going to do, and don't go for too much. You cannot be going for, you know, you can't be going for ridiculous overheads, reverse pinches way deep in the court. You know, you need to play within yourself and hit shots that you know you're capable of making right now.
You don't have to go fancy. Keep it simple.
Clean down lines, clean cross-court riding passes.
You can see the 2 different players getting coaching there. On the left-hand side, we have Fabian Parrilla and Andree standing up in a good conversation. And on the right side, we saw Alan Natera coaching Ochoa. They're also doubles partners this week. They're also training partners out of Chihuahua.
So good at doubles. So good at doubles.
Yeah, we'll be featuring the doubles final on Sunday, right after the singles final. It all starts on Sunday at 12 p.m. Central Time. 6 serving 1, Ochoa leading.
Great serve, Ernesto. Pinch.
Pinches it for the winner there. Playing nice and solid. 7-1.
Once again, this is not over. He needs to, same thing, just one at a time.
Yeah, stay focused.
Get one.
Each point at a time, exactly, yeah. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Andree hit it right back at him, but you know what? That was a really good wallpaper serve, so he really couldn't get any good strings on it. He had to just he probably hit it with maybe the last 20.5 inches of his racket on that end, so he definitely, just a good serve from Ochoa right there. Once again, you know, that serve still came off the back wall, but it's all placement. There we go. Ochoa is feeling it. Pinch rollout, 9 serving 1, 2 points away from ending this.
Yeah, just pinch after pinch. And a second timeout now for Andree Parrilla. Calling that second timeout. What I love about this is seeing Ochoa kind of coming up through the tournament, making it to his first ever quarterfinal here today. And, you know, I think yesterday and I think going into this, nobody had any idea who Ernesto Ochoa was and who he is. If you've been to a WRT event and you had the pleasure of watching him, you've seen his potential and you've seen that he can come up. So it's nice to see him here in the quarterfinals. Starting to make a name for himself too. I would say watch out for him in 2018. And that's one thing that we love on the WRT is bringing those new players to these events. We really pride ourselves on our WRT player support program, getting players from all different parts of the world, getting that young talent in and keeping them in the sport. That's part of what's so important about growing the sport. And it's not just at the pro level, it's at all levels, right? So like I said, bring a buddy, bring a buddy to the racquetball courts. It's addictive. Once you get inside there, you'll really find that you like it.
It's always good to play against friends too.
Yeah.
Makes it fun.
Gives you good bragging rights later too.
Absolutely. Ochoa, forehand drive serve. Andree, good get. Set up. Off the back wall replay.
I feel like it's maybe a good replay for Ochoa. That down the line was a little high.
Absolutely.
It wasn't really what he wanted. So he gets another opportunity now. He's got to clean it up.
But Andree actually had a good get and he barely got it. So it was actually kind of both ways there. You're absolutely right that at that moment that was a good replay for Ochoa. But before, probably the whole thing.
Yeah.
Lobnick serve. Line Ochoa. Andree pinch. Oh!
Gets it. Pinch winner for Andree.
See, Andree's talking too much here. I think he just needs to.
Yeah. I feel like that is part of what can be distracting because he's talking to Fabiana
coach,
off the sidelines.
Yeah, he just needs to stay within himself here. It's a good serve. Great off-speed shot. Here's where he feels a little bit tight. This is when he feels a little bit tight here. So I'm hoping that this is all the errors we see from Ochoa. If Andree wins this, I want to see Andree hit good shots. I don't want to see Ochoa skip. No, he got it. See, that's what I didn't want to see. And see, he's upset at the call. Kind
of took him out of it, and he skips that ball. He needs to stay focused. Maybe this is a good time for Ochoa to take a timeout because he doesn't want to let Parrilla get any kind of momentum.
And he just mishit that ball too.
Yeah.
And what's he doing? Yeah, see, he needs to just take a timeout.
Take a timeout. Come on, you get 2 in the tiebreaker. Take 1. He's gonna stay in there.
Matera.
3 serving 9. So that was a replay. That's going to make it 4-9 now for Andree Parrilla. Using some of that experience to keep himself focused out there. Ochoa needs to kick it up here. I would still like to see him take a timeout. Looks like, yep, he's calling a timeout. He'll step out on the court, see if he can refocus. Andree Parrilla will stay out on the court. This gives me an opportunity to mention that we do have the 2017 WRT Player Awards. We end the year every year in San Antonio, and this is your opportunity to vote for your favorite player. That's one you can pick out of the blue, anybody you want. You can also pick the Rookie of the Year. We have a couple players nominated, including Eric Cuevas, Mauro Rojas, and Sebastian Fernandez.
Oh, good players. Wow.
Yes, all good up-and-coming players. That's the current 18 and under junior world champion, Mauro Rojas, the current 16 and under junior world champion, Sebastian Fernandez, and Eric Cuevas. Our youngest player who has been playing most recently, he's been to a good amount of events in the second semester, so shout out to Cuevas. And then you can also vote for the Sportsmanship Award, which is, you know, something that we definitely take very seriously here on the WRT.
Score is 4 serving 9. Time's in. Great timeout from Ochoa. God, keep it on. Oh, Andree with a big skip. Great timeout from Ochoa.
Ochoa. You've been saying it so often.
Yeah.
You're losing your momentum. Stay focused, Brennan. Stay focused, okay? First to 11.
Ochoa. Easy. No way. Oh.
Good effort from Parrilla.
Ultimo punto. One more.
10-4.
One more.
Match point now for Ernesto Ochoa. If he can pull off this win, he's definitely the dark horse of the weekend. And
this is his first semifinal?
It'll be going to his first semifinal.
Wow.
Yeah, this is his first quarterfinal here today.
Wow. Drive serve down the line. Great cross court kill from Andree. What a tough clutch shot from him.
Holding on. He goes for it. And I like how right now Parrilla's attitude is totally professional, right? He's like, okay, 1 point for me, you know? Let's go, one at a time.
Side out. He knows that this is right down the line from Ochoa. I pronounced his name right, and he rolls it out. He rolls it out, and I pronounced his name right.
Win-win, both sides. This will be Ochoa's second match point now.
Second match point, Ernesto Ochoa. Cross-court drive serve. Andree wrapped around. Forehand pinch, too.
Oh.
Or no, 2 bounces. That wasn't a pinch, but that's his shot usually.
But there's a lot of excitement there.
Yeah.
I like that Parrilla is like keeping it really aggressive too.
Oh yeah, he's going.
He's confidently aggressive. You know, he's not doing anything wild, like you said. He's got to keep it clean.
Andree, right side. Oh, got lucky on the bounce from Ochoa. Reverse pinch, side out.
Third side out now for Ochoa to put him at his third match point.
Ochoa is playing so good. So impressed with him.
Coming up next, David Horn and Jaime Martel.
Crack ace. One time. That was actually a good serve, but a screen probably. Pantalla? Pantalla. See, I know lots of words in Spanish, but it all relates to racquetball, so.
Right.
Took it for a few years, but.
That's how I learned to count to 15.
Man, that Lomnick just came off a little bit. Andree set up, pinch rolled it. We are side out again.
Side out city over here at game point.
You can see my coach George with his hands together like that on the left side of your screen.
It's intense.
I know who he's rooting for.
Yeah.
People with hands over the face are rooting for Ochoa. Oh, good pass from Andree down the line. Punto. Hey.
All right, a little bit of movement, which we like to see. That puts Parrilla now at 5 serving 10.
5 serving 10. Andree lining up. T serve right, maybe? Yep. Good stealing from Andree to get cross court left up high. Oh, it hit the side wall first, side out. Lots of screaming from Ochoa right here. He really wants to win this now.
Yeah, lots of screaming from Parrilla too.
Good from Natera right there. You see him telling him to just calm down, play 1 point at a time, just like any other day. You're just in there playing racquetball. Don't think about it too much.
4th match point now for Ochoa.
But unfortunately, when it is 4th match point, you do start thinking about it. Here we go.
Oh.
What's the call here?
Replay.
No, they called an avoidable side out.
Oh, I thought I saw him do replay.
I think that is the right call, though, Laura. I think Andree was set up for a downline straight in, and Ochoa doesn't like it, but that is the correct call in this situation.
5 serving 10.
Ochoa high pinch left up. Andree forehand pinch. 1 or 2 more points here, and he might need a timeout. Might wait to 7 or 8.
Yeah, Andree just really holding on in the breaker.
Wow, yeah, see, that's smart from him. He's feeling the pressure, he wants it, he wants a timeout. Good call from him.
Gives us a moment to thank everyone for watching the World Racquetball Tour. We thank you all for your support, and we hope you're enjoying the live streaming that we bring to you. We're just working on finalizing our 2018 schedule and getting it up on our website, so we hope you go there and look for that. You can go to worldracquetballtour.com. We have our rankings there, which change every Sunday night going into Monday morning. So it's like Sunday night, Monday morning, 2 a.m. We do work on a rolling calendar. So our ranking system is on a rolling calendar. So every week, those tournaments are falling off and being added, and that's how our rankings start to change. As for our regular season, we run from January to December. So that means this is our last event of 2017. Our player of the year is the player who ends up #1 every year. And right now is Rodrigo Montoya. Bobby Horn is in a close second. And what could happen here this weekend, depending on which player goes the furthest, that could all change who ends up being the player of the year for 2017.
Time is in, 6 serving 10, match, well, not match point. 6-10, Andree Parrilla. No more timeouts for Ochoa. Andree, have any more? I'm not sure. No timeouts.
Everybody's
We are playing racquetball.
Yeah.
High, left up, Andree. Five and get, doesn't make it.
He keeps pushing Ochoa back to that right corner. That ball going
7,
around.
serving 10.
7-10.
This has been a very long match.
It has. If I'm looking at the counter, we're coming up on 2 hours. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes, and these guys are just battling.
10, Andree drives E, forehand. Left up. Off the back wall, set up.
Keeps it up.
Andree coming back, forehand.
Oh, and Andree
Misses
Parrilla
signature
skips
shot.
it.
Misses signature shot.
This is match point #5 for Ochoa in his first quarterfinal.
I can't imagine how fast his thoughts are running through his head right now.
Right? 10 serving 7.
Take a couple deep breaths, get low. If I was him, I would take a little bit more time here. But he's going for it. Presser, backhand. Left up again.
Oh, and Parrilla with the pinch winner again. He's maybe not keeping enough pressure on Andree Parrilla
You
here.
hear a couple Vamos Andres from the crowd. I think that was his grandmother. Yep.
Yes, Grandma is here along with his father, Fabian, and his girlfriend. They're all here supporting him this weekend from San Luis Potosí.
Good serve from Andree. Gets him a setup. Great wide angle pass from Andree. Point. 8 serving 10. This is a very tense match here.
Parrilla just 1 point at a time, really showing a lot of patience, not buckling under the pressure here. 8 serving 10.
I still think that Ochoa is going to close it. Left up, Andree, backhand. Behind the back from Ochoa. Wow.
I feel like maybe that's a little bit of the difference, though. Ochoa is leaving some balls just a little bit higher, and that's making a big difference for Parrilla.
Oh, as a player right here, you feel so much for Ochoa, but you got to respect Andree just staying within himself and getting back to this point.
That's a good
But,
point.
oh, man, I'm just picturing being in Ochoa's shoes right now, and it is just, oh. All right, here we are. 9 serving 10, Andree. D-serve, forehand. Down the line. Ceiling ball. Set up.
Oh,
Andree
my
with a big
goodness.
skip. Ochoa comes in for his 6th match point. We're at 10 serving 9. Everybody in the crowd is tense. We're all feeling it.
6th match point. 10-9.
Lob serve. Lob Nick serve. Backhand. Backhand setup. Ochoa. Cross court, Andree. Cross court, Andree pass for the side out.
He's just not closing on opportunities, I think, and that's what's leaving it up for Parrilla. Parrilla able to side it out again.
Pancho needs to watch this match. Stop interacting. Side out, 9 serving 10. Forehand drive serve. Ochoa with the forehand down the line, side out.
Outstanding. 7th match point now.
7th match point for Ernesto Ochoa.
Ernesto
We are
Ochoa.
here, 2017 Alamo City Open.
And this is only the beginning of our competition. There's 3 more quarterfinals coming
Lob
up.
Nick, good serve. Z-ball, Andree. Ochoa, down the line, pass. Andree, cross court, Ochoa wins it! Vamos por eso, he says. 11-9, breaker.
First ever quarterfinal for Ochoa, the dark horse of the tournament, defeating number 3, Andree Parrilla.